Attachment styles are one of the most misunderstood topics in modern psychology and relationships. In today's session, we're going to bust 8 most common myths that are holding you back, my friend, from understanding yourself and your relationships better. Number 1, secure attachment style. Do you think it really exists? That's a myth, and we're going to cover that. Can inner child work can completely fix your attachment style? Not so fast. And number 3, we're going to cover actually 8. Are avoidant people really emotionally unavailable? And it's not that simple. So join us as we uncover the truth of these misconceptions and explore the science of attachment. This is not just a theory. This is about transforming how you approach your relationships. And I really want you guys to let me know in the comments below myths that shocked you the most, and if there is any myth that I might have missed, let me know in the comments below. I'm Coach Goldman, your relationship and breakup coach. Without any further ado, let's dive into number 1. There are three attachment styles. 2 of them is insecure, which is anxious and avoidant, and the third one is secure attachment. Now the reality is that all attachments are insecure attachments. And I want to give you the definition, the psychological definition of attachment. And attachment is a deep and enduring emotional bond that connects one person to another across time and space. And when you have this bond with someone, like at the beginning, it's for our caregiver, mom or dad, primary caregiver. So this bond is just cut through time and space. When you have this bond with someone, do you really think that you can be secure, that it's not going to be insecure to a certain degree? It must be insecure to a certain degree because you don't really know what's going on with this person. You don't know it, even if they tell you I love you and they reassure you and all of that, it's still not enough. When you have a bond, you care for the person almost like you care for yourself. And there is all there is to it. No one is exempt from feeling these emotions. Once you're attached, you immediately become more vulnerable, and vulnerability just breeds insecurity, which is okay. It's not that bad. This is why I want to bust the myth of secure attachment altogether, because people think that secure attachment is the holy grail of attachments, which, by the way, there is no such thing as secure attachment, but we will cover that just in a bit. Number 2 here is secure attachment means being perfectly secure at all times. The reality is there is no such thing as secure attachment style, like I already said. In a romantic relationship, we're all going to experience insecurity to a certain degree, like I mentioned before. No one is so special that they are exempt from feeling. Absolutely no one. So now you might ask yourself, okay, Coach Paz, if there is no such a thing as a secure attachment style, what is the best attachment style? Good question. First of all, I made a video about attachment styles, and I really went deep into all of the attachment styles, which are anxious, ambivalent. This is the best, ambivalent. We call it secure, but it's actually ambivalent. I'm going to cover it in just a second, just bear with me. The other 2 is avoidant, which is split between fearful avoidant and dismissive avoidant. Which fearful avoidant is the worst, dismissive avoidant is the worst, fearful avoidant it's kind of like in the less. Both of them are not that great, but everything can change, and I am talking about it here also, that your attachment style is not the end of the world. Now, circling back to secure attachment style. Secure attachment style does not exist, and what is the best attachment style is ambivalent, which is in between. You're fluctuating between the scale of, let's say, 4 to 6. If the scale of attachment will be 1 to 10, which 1 will be anxious and 10 will be avoidant, the middle will be between 4 to 6. This is ambivalent attachment style, where sometimes you're anxious towards your partner, sometimes you're a little bit avoidant, and that's okay. That is okay. Because you feel sometimes if they push too much, you're taking a step back. When When they take a step back, you lean in. This is the dynamic, this is the dance, and attachment is a dance. I talk about it extensively in other videos about attachment style. Now I just want to keep it short and sweet as much as possible because there is so much to share. Number three, once you develop secure attachment style, you set for life. Again, secure does not exist. You can be ambivalent here, just a little bit here, a little bit there. And you can see how you fluctuate where ambivalent, you don't feel so intensely. It's not an intense emotion. It's not love bombing or complete avoidance. It's in the middle. This is quote unquote, this is secure. Just the word ambivalent is not that sexy and not that popular. This is why people don't often use this word as ambivalent attachment style because it doesn't sound good. But this is what it is, and this is the best and the best attachment style. This is what it is. The reality, like I said, attachment styles are not fixed and can fluctuate depending on the relationship and life experience because the person you will be with will extract a certain type of your personality and maybe your secondary or primary attachment because we have the RAS, which this is reactionary attachment style, and we are reacting to the person that is in front of us. If you are meeting in a romantic setting with a person who is completely avoidant, they will put you in your anxiousness. If they are extremely anxious, they will push you into avoidance. So there is the RAS, which is the reactionary attachment style, like I just mentioned, and you have your own primary attachment, which probably came from childhood, and then you have the secondary, which you developed in adulthood through life experiences, and the reactionary is the one that your attachment system picks how to deal with this person in front of them because we need polarity. And if they are extremely anxious, you can become a little bit more avoidant automatically. It's automatically to form compatibility. And if you're, for example, you're anxious and they're anxious, there is not a match, you will not feel any type of attraction and you will draw back. You will draw back and the connection, the bond will not be established. Number four, you can change your attachment style completely by healing your inner child. The reality is 10% inner child work, 90% adult work. This is why I actually made a video. I don't know if you guys watch it, but you should revisit my channel and watch that. I made a video about fuck the inner child. I hate it. I gotta tell you, I don't like it at all. Because when people do the inner child work, they are completely, what they're doing is just a coping mechanism. They work on themselves, they work so much on themselves that they actually don't work on the right part. If they don't work on the right part, just think if you have a leak in your house and you fix the electricity. You can fix the electricity for 10 years and it's not going to work because you're not addressing the issue, you're not addressing what the real problem is. So the inner child is 10%, just 10%. You need to know what happened, why you behave the way you do. Yes to all of that. But 90% is the adult work, 90% is who you are now. What can we do about what's going on now? It's not about what was. What was might have shaped you. What you're going to do with it moving forward is everything. So you can't change completely your attachment style just by doing the inner child work or shadow work. This is not the work that will actually transform you. Number five, attachment styles are permanent personality trait. Nope. The reality is that attachment styles are tendencies in relationships, not fixed personality traits. They can vary across different relationships or contexts. Like I said, we have the RAS. It's the reactionary attachment style system that dictates and decides which attachment is the right attachment to perform, to exude, to exhibit in this specific case. And you can see, you might be anxious with your partner, your current partner, but with your last one, you were more avoidant. It happens all the time, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You really got to understand attachments on a deep core level in order for you to really decode your relationships and your personal behavioral patterns. This is why I am trying as much as I can to explain it to you in general terms so everybody can understand and it will be applicable for everyone. But the truth of the matter is, if you really want to take a deep dive, if you want to talk to me for me to diagnose your attachment style and help you with a blueprint, a course of action on how to become more ambivalent, more in between, more secure, so to speak, hit me up. The link in the description below, and I can help you with that because I'm an expert at that. Expert. And no one explains attachment styles online the way that I do. No one will tell you about ambivalent that it's the best. People will try to sell you the bullshit of secure, and secure is just a money grab. I think therapists actually made it up just to get people's money. It doesn't exist because they tell you when you're secure, you don't give a fuck about it, about nothing. You're stoic, you're strong, everything is good. No, no, no. You will be a little bit here, a little bit there. You need to know how to balance. That's the trick, is how to counterbalance everything that is happening around you, not letting it affect you to a degree that you're extremely anxious or extremely avoidant. More on that maybe later. Number 6, attachment styles don't change in adulthood. Bull fucking shit, because the reality is that attachment style can change and evolve over time, especially through therapy, coaching, personal growth, or romantic relationships. When you enter a relationship or doing the personal growth or coaching or therapy, you understand better about you, why you reacted the way you did. And when you understand it, it's actually the RAS. This is your reactionary attachment system that was activated at a certain time. All of a sudden, you start to realize some stuff that you didn't know about yourself and you didn't know about other people. And then you can start gauging, re-engaging, and changing. And it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful because you're no longer a slave to your attachment style. No longer. And I really hope that even just until this point of the video, you understand that you're not a slave of your attachment style anymore. I was very anxious and I thought I was doomed because I was sure that that's it. I'm anxious, I'm fucked because I wasn't held enough when I was a kid. My mom and dad actually left me for 24 hours at my crib and I passed out and they needed to rush me to the hospital because they forgot about me. Like, what's more than that, you guys? I had a very terrible childhood, dysfunctional relationships after dysfunctional relationships throughout my life, actually until just up until a year ago when my ex cheated, monkey branched on me, and I just stopped and I said, okay, what the fuck is wrong with me? I found what's wrong with me and I found a lot of answers, and this is what I'm doing here on my channel, giving you the answers because I know I wasn't the only one. I knew that I wasn't the only fucked up person. I knew it for a fact. And the more I do it, the more I talk to you guys, the more I understand how more of us, more of us, I'm calling it like the fucked up people, more of us are out there, anxious, don't understand relationships, dynamics. Nobody taught us that. I'm 38, almost 39. I learned everything that I'm teaching you throughout my life, but seriously and really like learning that to a deep, deep core degree, I did it in the past year. But look how many knowledge I've gained and I'm pouring all this wisdom on you. Check out my channel, see all of the videos. And if you resonate with what I'm saying, just understand that this is the truth resonate within your heart. This is not even me. I am just a vessel. I'm connected to above and I'm downloading messages below and I'm just transmuting. I'm transmuting because I know this is what you need. Number 7, two secure people will always have a perfect relationship. Now, by now, you know. You see how when you started this video, you didn't know that secure attachment style doesn't exist, and now I'm bringing you this myth and you can debunk this myth by yourself. You don't even need me. Two secure people will always have a perfect relationship. Even secure individuals face challenges, and you know that. Healthy communication and emotional resilience reduces conflict, but no relationship is immune to difficulties. or emotions for that matter. Just see how in this little video, I think we're like 10 minutes in or 12 minutes in, you already know so much more. Commend yourself for that. Number 8, if you're avoidant, you're emotionally unavailable or don't want love. The reality is that avoidance individuals value independence but can desire and maintain deep connections. Yes, they can. It's situation dependent. It's really dependent on the situation. This is why I'm telling you guys, if you need help with that, if you want to examine your situation or maybe your partner's attachment style, your attachment style, how to heal attachment style and evolve into more ambivalent attachment style, quote unquote, secure attachment style, where you can attach the sense of security and the sense of love to yourself and not externally. Because anxious people, they need a validation from their partner. Avoidance, they need validations from completely externally. But secure, quote unquote, ambivalent, these people just need and get the security from themselves. My sense of validation comes from me. I don't need validations from no one, not from my partner or externally or from the universe or from you guys. I mean, I'm making these videos and nobody really validated me here, but I don't need it, which is completely fine. That's what I'm telling you. You need to start developing that. You need to develop it, and you develop it by cognition. You develop it by doing the work on your mind, on your heart, and you start to move through life differently. You flow differently. And I can tell you, when I started to become more secure, ambivalent, I really started to increase my sales in my business, my relationships, romantic relationships, friendships. Now I go into a relationship or friendship with, I don't need it. I want it. I don't need it. I don't need their validation. If I get it, that's great. That's okay. If I don't, that's great. That's okay as well. That's the thing. In my personal life, relationships, romantic or platonic, there is no, I don't put pressure on people around me to validate me. I'm good. I'm validated by myself. You validate you. Then that's okay. So with that said, I'm just going on a tangent here. Anyways, you guys, I really hope that this video was helpful for you to understand the myths about attachment styles. If there is anything that I missed, let me know in the comments below. Let's see how we can make the next video even better for you guys, because I'm here to serve you. With that said, sending you love, and I will see you again in the next one. Take care.